On June 3, 2025, Ukraine's security service, SBU, executed a covert underwater operation targeting the Crimean Bridge, a strategic link between Russia and the occupied Crimean Peninsula. The SBU reported that approximately 100 kilograms of explosives were planted on the bridge's underwater support pillars over several months, culminating in a detonation at 4:44 a.m. local time. This marked the third significant attack on the bridge, following previous strikes in 2022 and 2023. The operation inflicted substantial damage on the bridge's structural integrity, disrupting a critical supply route used by Russia for military logistics in southern Ukraine. The SBU emphasized that the attack was meticulously planned to avoid civilian casualties. This underwater assault occurred shortly after Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb, a coordinated drone offensive on June 1, 2025, targeting Russian strategic bombers across multiple air bases. The SBU claimed that 117 drones were deployed, resulting in damage to over 40 aircraft, including Tu-95 and Tu-22M3 bombers, as well as A-50 early warning planes. The operation reportedly caused approximately $7 billion in damages to Russia's long-range aviation capabilities. These consecutive operations underscore Ukraine's evolving military tactics and its capacity to conduct deep strikes within Russian-controlled territories. Analysts suggest that such actions may influence the dynamics of ongoing peace negotiations and highlight the challenges faced by Russia in securing its strategic assets.
We also have stronger tactical solutions. Our Operation Spiderweb yesterday proved that Russia must feel what its losses mean. That is what will push it toward diplomacy. And when Russia takes losses in this war, it's obvious to everyone that Ukraine is the one holding the line, not just for itself, but for all of Europe.
In the annals of espionage, the boldest operations often hinge on a single audacious idea: deceive the enemy, strike where they least expect, and vanish without a trace. In 1943, Britain's MI6 pulled off Operation Mincemeat, planting fake invasion plans on a corpse washed ashore in Spain to mislead Nazi Germany about the Allied invasion of Sicily. The ruse diverted German forces, securing a critical victory. Decades later, the CIA and Israel's Mossad unleashed Operation Olympic Games, slipping the Stuxnet worm into Iran's Natanz nuclear facility to sabotage centrifuges without firing a shot. And in 2024, Mossad's chilling Operation Pager turned Hezbollah's own pagers into bombs, crippling the group's command structure through a supply chain masterstroke. These operations, spanning eras and technologies, share a common thread. They weaponize deception and innovation to achieve what armies could not. Now, Ukraine's Operation Spider's Web, a daring drone assault on Russian air bases in June 2025, has joined their ranks.
Greetings, dear Ukrainian men and women. I just heard the report by Chief of Security Service of Ukraine Vasyl Malyuk. Brilliant operation was conducted on the enemy's territory, against military targets only, against equipment that was used to deliver strikes at Ukraine. Russia has had very tangible losses, and justifiably so, as they deserved it.
By hiding drones in unmarked trucks to strike deep within Russia, the Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, has spun a modern twist on this timeless playbook, proving that even a nation under siege can rewrite the rules of covert warfare. On the night of June 1st, 2025, a fleet of nondescript trucks rolled through Russia's vast interior, blending into the rhythm of late-night commerce. Beneath their tarps and crates, however, lay a deadly payload. Dozens of Ukrainian drones, primed to strike 5 Russian air bases in an operation of unprecedented audacity.
The operation was prepared for more than a year and a half. Planning, all the details were planned ideally. I can say with confidence that it is an absolutely unique operation. The most interesting part, and now I can talk about it publicly. The office of our operation on the Russian territory was based close to FSB department in one of its regions.
Codenamed Spiderweb, the mission damaged or destroyed over 40 aircraft across bases as far as 4,300 kilometers from Ukraine's front lines, including the remote Belaya airfield in Siberia. The strikes, revealed through hushed briefings in Kyiv and frenzied posts on social media, sent a clear message to the Kremlin: nowhere is safe.
This was Ukraine saying, "We can hit you anywhere, anytime." They didn't need jets or commandos, just drones, trucks, and nerve.
The operation's genius lay in its simplicity and secrecy. Sources familiar with the mission say the SBU spent months mapping Russia's air defenses, exploiting gaps in surveillance, and securing supply chains to smuggle drones across borders. The trucks, likely fitted with hidden compartments, were a nod to classic espionage tradecraft, hiding cutting-edge technology in plain sight. The drones themselves, lightweight, precise, and lethal, showcased Ukraine's homegrown innovation. Launched from trucks that had infiltrated Russian territory, they struck with surgical accuracy, evading detection until it was too late. This was a logistical high-wire act, says a European diplomat tracking Ukraine's military advancements. One misstep, and those trucks are stopped. The SBU pulled it off without a hitch. Spiderweb's blend of deception and technology places it in the same league as some of history's most storied covert operations. Like Operation Mincemeat, it used misdirection, trucks posing as civilian haulers, to achieve strategic surprise. Like Operation Olympic Games, it leveraged cutting-edge tools, drones instead of malware, to disrupt critical enemy infrastructure. And like Operation Pager, it turned a mundane system, logistics networks, into a weapon, echoing Mossad's supply chain infiltration. But Spiderweb also recalls less celebrated operations. The CIA's Crypto AG scheme, which ran from the 1970s to 2018, saw the agency secretly control a Swiss encryption company, rigging devices to spy on over 120 countries. It was a passive triumph of espionage, exploiting trust in technology, much as Ukraine exploited Russia's lax border security. Similarly, France's Operation Rubicon in 1985, where DGSE agents sank Greenpeace's Rainbow Warrior to halt protests against nuclear tests, showed how far agencies will go to protect national interests, even at the risk of global backlash. What sets Spiderweb apart is its context. Ukraine, battered by Russia's invasion, lacks the resources of the CIA or Mossad. Yet it executed a mission of breathtaking scope, coordinating strikes across 5 Russian oblasts with no leaks. The Kremlin's response was muted, with state media downplaying the damage while Russian military bloggers on X vented about catastrophic losses. Spider's web exposed vulnerabilities in Russia's air defenses, raising doubts about its ability to secure its vast territory. Yet the mission's boldness carries risks. Hiding drones in civilian trucks blurs the line between warfare and terrorism, a tactic that could provoke Russian retaliation or inspire copycats. Globally, Spider's web is a warning. Drones, once the preserve of superpowers, are now democratizing warfare. Nations like Iran or non-state actors like ISIS could adopt similar tactics, hiding cheap, lethal tech in civilian guises. The battlefield is changing. If Ukraine can pull this off, so can anyone with a grudge and a garage.